I think one of my first videos was like, what's a listed investment company or something like that. Just like actually going back and saying, hey, look, I made these mistakes. You shouldn't make these mistakes kind of thing. And I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I don't think there was anyone really in the Australian, there was a couple of people in the investing niche on YouTube, but no one from Australia really. There was Darren who does the Aussie Share Trader, and he was on a couple of hundred subscribers, I think, and I kind of networked with him a little bit, and then I started. But
were you aware of any of the other bigger American?
Yeah.
Were any of those channels established at that point? Jeremy and Ryan
Scribner was, Jeremy was at Financial Education. Nate, I actually started at about the same time as Nate O'Brien.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, he was only like 2 months ahead of me, which is crazy. That guy, he has had such incredible growth on YouTube. If you want to see an unreal growth story on YouTube, go and look up Nate O'Brien. We definitely got to try and get him on the podcast at some stage.
He figured out the formula that worked for his channel. There's no one formula. It's kind of like you got to work out what works for your channel and your audience. But he figured it out, and he just kept hitting it on the head.
Yeah, unreal.
It was amazing. Sometimes he'd do 2-3 videos in a row that would just be well and exceed what his channel should have been generating.
Yeah, for where he was at the time. Yeah,
exactly,
it was just unreal. I mean, at the time, I think he was a channel maybe tens of thousands of subscribers. So I was probably less than that. I was probably trying to get up towards 10,000. And he was pulling these videos that eventually now they've snowballed into like millions of views, literally millions of views, which is just unreal. Like, good on him, because the content that he makes is good too. Like, it's content that everyone needs to know, but he's very good at figuring out how to best structure the video algorithmically as well for YouTube. Yeah.
And the thing that's amazing about the niche that we're in, the segment of YouTube that we're in, is that the ad rates are so high that it really, if you get 1 million views on a video in finance,
it's good money.
It's good money. I mean,
I mean, I've been talking to a couple of other YouTubers that aren't in the investing area, and we're talking about CPMs. Is it CPM? I don't even know what that stands. Is that
cost per milli, and then it's supposed to be cost per 1,000 views, I believe, something like that.
I don't even know what it stands. Yeah, but cost. It's how much you get paid for every 1,000 views. I was talking to some YouTubers which are getting like $5-6,
and that's good for most. If you're in entertainment or any other category, most categories really, $3, $4, $5 per 1,000 views is good.
Yeah. And then we're sitting here, well, I don't know what yours is, but mine's currently sitting at about $20.
Yeah.
So it's literally like 4x on what the other niches are. Yeah. And it really just, with YouTube, it just comes down to what advertisers are going to be on your videos. So that going ad rate must be much higher when it comes to finance and investing as to what it might be for someone that just makes video game related content or something where maybe they're getting adverts for, video games or toys or TV shows or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that people in the finance niche, people who are watching finance videos are spending a lot more money. Therefore, there's a lot more demand for advertisers to advertise on finance videos, and then therefore there's a lot more competition and drives up prices, which is really good for us when we're creating the content. Not so good when we want to advertise our own products, because it is expensive.
It gets expensive. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I find that interesting. One thing that I've been focusing on, I've been focusing a lot on business recently, like the nature of business and how it works. That's one advantage as well of having, say, a personal following or having something like a YouTube channel, is that it can be, like, obviously you don't want to turn it into advertising because that's just scammy and terrible, but it can be a sales channel as well. And if you've built that up yourself and you have control over that sales channel, then it's free for you as well. So I find that pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, my channel will get views between 50 and 100,000 per month, and to put an ad in front of that many people on, say, Facebook or on YouTube is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, we make pretty good income from just the YouTube ads. just from our views. I mean,
It's not bad.
it's pretty expensive for
Comparatively.
advertisers. Yeah, comparatively to other channels. I mean, yeah.
So how many views in a month, or let's maybe take the last 28 days ish or so, and compare. Do you know how many views you've got?
So like last 28 days, I had a video do particularly well, so this is abnormal for me. But I did about 100,000 views, and that's going to equate to about $1,800 Australian.
That's not bad. Yeah. So, and how many views did you say that was? Sorry,
100,000.
100,000. Yeah, and I'm on a consistently probably around 150,000 views a month, and that'd get me maybe 2,700 Australian dollars. So it's not. You can tell that if, like, this is the hard thing. If you're a small YouTube channel, it's incredibly difficult to keep pushing through, because it doesn't get anywhere near. I mean, you could argue that you could make much more money just working a full-time job, like just doing a normal desk-based job or something like that. You could probably make more money than what, if you just look at YouTube. It's only really when it starts getting into the higher view numbers where it starts to make sense. And you've got like a library of content that's still churning away, earning you views. So, like, because I still only get maybe like 2,000, 3,000 views on a given video, say. But and that doesn't equal 150,000 views a month. And it's mostly it's just like the views just trickling in because I've got so many videos now. So.
It's mostly the videos that you've created. It's like a massive compounding effect. I mean, at the start of the year, I got monetized late last year, and it was like $100 a month, $200 a month. So
the amount of effort you put in.
And the amount of effort is equal basically to what I do now. Maybe a little bit more now because the production quality goes up naturally. You put more effort into it, but
and it's all that you do now.
That's
like what
thing.
you do.
Yeah. Not juggling uni, work.
Work and this. Yeah, it's just like this is your life now.
No,
which is pretty cool.
It is. Whenever I reflect on it, it's pretty. It is pretty surreal. That's the word I was looking for. It's just, I would not have thought that I would be doing this 2 years ago today.